Well, I dropped out.
You're supposed to finish school, get your degree, and then look for a job. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the normal path. But now you dropped out. In fact, what gave you the ginger?
Was um, it just felt so tasking being in school.
Yeah, so I'm a product designer. I studied linguistics.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a
Okay.
far cry from
It is a far
from
cry
what
from what you are doing right now.
Yeah.
Is university education a guarantee for success?
Hi there, welcome to the Just O'Clock, a podcast that's all about connecting you through stories, shared experiences, and a whole lot of amebo. Get your headphones on, grab a cup of your favorite drink. If it's your first time here, you're welcome. And for returning listeners, welcome back.
Now stay tuned for the juiciest gist you won't find anywhere. Let's begin.
We cannot deny the importance of tertiary education. I mean, it is life scheduled in bits. But here's the $1,000,000 question. Is university education a guarantee for success? You're welcome to the Just a Club podcast. My name is Jessica, the host with the most. And on today's episode, I have Javi. How you doing, Javi?
I'm alright.
Okay, and also have Peace.
Wow.
I did not call you violence.
That's new. Thank you. Hi guys. It's
Okay.
good to be back.
All right, welcome. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, so let's get into the episode already. Let's start with Harvey. What do you do, Harvey?
Well, I'm a copywriter, actually a blockchain copywriter.
Okay. Could you shed more light on that?
Okay, so it basically involves writing copy and content for blockchain and crypto brands.
All right.
You could say Web3, although that's a more new term recently.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the long and short.
And what did you study in school?
Computer science.
Computer science. You could say it's sort of. Is it related?
Not
No.
really. I mean, I do some code. I learned some code on the side, but it's not related at all.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
Okay.
And over to you, Violence. Sorry, Peace.
Well, yeah, so I'm a product designer.
Okay.
And simply put, I design websites and applications for
Okay.
brands, businesses, companies, and all of that.
Okay, and
Yeah.
what did you study in school?
I studied linguistics.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
a far cry from
It is a far cry from what you are doing right now.
Yeah.
But let's go over to Harvey. So, could you tell us your definition of success?
That is a very loaded question.
Mhm.
Quite ambiguous.
What is your definition of success? Is
Alright.
it academic qualifications or money? Tell us.
I mean, academia is like very far from it.
Okay.
Yeah, because like you said, my definition, so it's going to be personal. So I would define a success as someone who wakes up in the morning and has like certain ideals or goals, and at the end of the day, when they're going to bed, they achieved maybe everything, or at least like most of what they do. So if you do that like day in day out, you are a success.
Oh,
That's what I believe.
okay, nice. And let's get back to your Web3 copywriting job.
Okay.
How did you transition from computer science to that?
Well, I dropped out.
You dropped out.
Yes, I
You
did.
did not complete the school that your mommy sent you.
Nah, I didn't.
Ah, okay. And oh my god, this is mind blowing because I mean, you're supposed to finish school, get your degree, and then look for a job. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the normal path. But now you dropped out. In fact, what gave you the ginger?
I mean, everything,
Okay.
everything, because it just felt so tasking being in school and looking at everything like the way Nigeria is, the economy. I mean, I want to make a whole lot of money, and it wasn't looking like school would give me that avenue to make that kind of money. So I guess I got lucky. Everything worked out, and yeah,
And you
we're here.
quit school.
I quit school.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, let's go into Paige, who was a linguist and now is a Texas. Please, can you explain how you transitioned into this career? Because it's not calculating.
to be honest, I it's not something I even envisioned myself doing. Like I just knew I wanted to study and look for a job. Like you said, that's what everybody wants to do
True.
or wanted to do. But at a point, I think towards 300, 400 level, I started taking interest in things that involves digital design
Yeah.
because I had a couple of friends that were into that space. So I was like, okay, this is something I can see myself doing because I like colors, I like beautiful things and all of that. And initially, I started with trying my hands at graphics design. I was using Canva, play around a bit. I'll make flyers for my friends and all of that. But after school
Mhm.
was when it dawned on me that okay, what am I actually going to do? Because I can't see myself doing anything with this linguistics certificate.
I mean, there are things you can do with it. That time they'll tell us with this course you can work
They
anywhere.
told me you can they told me the only place you cannot work is in the medical field. You can work in the embassy, you can be a lecturer, you can. And I asked myself, do I want to be a lecturer? No, I don't want to be a lecturer.
Okay.
So I looked for a way to upscale that graphic design knowledge that I already had. And that was when I learned about product design. I was like, okay, this is something I see myself doing, and I went into it.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
what is your definition of success?
Okay, so I feel success is subjective,
Yeah.
and it is something that you can have many definitions. Actually, it depends on you, and it's not like it doesn't have like a general like this is what success means to you. It could be um in your career, like
Yeah.
right, you're doing great in your career, you go to work, you make the kind of money that you want, you're getting paid in 7 figures, 6 figures. To somebody else it could be that they graduated with a first class and they did their master's degree, they've done
Their
their
PhD.
phd, so it comes in various forms. To somebody else it could be that they went to the market, they bought a lot of goods and they put it out in their shop and they sold everything like
Yeah.
within a couple of days. Yeah. So it depends on what you are doing and who you are.
Mhm.
Success is just you doing well and excelling in whatever field that you are in.
So that is your definition.
Yeah.
So you left the field of linguistics and went to excel in design.
Exactly. And why? Because I could not see myself excelling in that linguistics.
But it was what your mother and father paid for.
They paid for it. That's why when I finish, I say, oh, see, oh, father, mother, I'm done with what you paid for. Now I want to do what I want to do with my life. So yeah.
I think we'll ask this question to have
Okay.
is school a scam?
The age-old
That was a
question.
direct
It's,
question.
I mean, he dropped out of school
Yeah.
and he's scaling it in copywriting, which is entirely different from the course of study he went to pursue in the university. So is school a scam?
I would say no. Actually, I would say education isn't a scam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The schooling institution, especially in Nigeria, it's a scam. I mean, fuck school. Like, am I allowed to swear?
Sure.
Okay, fuck school, man. Like, especially schooling in Nigeria, they are just making people suffer. People are just
Hmm.
suffering up and down, and
Mm.
yeah, paying a lot of money, like funding teachers, funding the VC, funding, and at the end of the day, it's not like you get to see that money you're paying for, so to say. The education, I mean, when I was in year one, actually, that's when it all started. The whole, I can't really be doing this, I'm not really learning anything. Like, we used to do up to 6 mathematics courses
In computer
in computer
science.
science. I
Yeah.
mean,
Wow.
there's a whole lot of maths involved in computer science, but there wasn't any practical stuff. Come year two, the maths courses increased, plus some other computer science courses, and I'm not good at maths, but that's not the reason why I dropped. Well, I'm not good at maths, and it just felt like I'm just reading and cramming to pass these exams. What exactly am I learning? When Harvard CS course, they teach them like integrated circuits. They teach them like the basics of like the binary system, like what makes computation work, the graphics, every single thing you do. Like she does product designing.
Yeah.
These are lines and lines of code. These are zeros and ones that make up and compute and give these results. But no, we don't. They don't teach us these things. We don't know them. So it took me like some level of exposure to like see that this isn't it. The schooling institution, it's not really teaching you things to learn, practical things to use
in life.
in life. I mean, where today where are you using like the almighty formula, quadratic equation, and all of that?
True. Do you remember Almighty Formula?
Who remembers Almighty from it?
Well, I mean, he did say about how what they teach you in school is not feasible in the practical world. Do you agree with that?
To some extent, yes, I agree, because from my own personal experience, like I said, I studied linguistics. And when I got admission to study linguistics, I was like, yay, I get to learn French, Chinese, Spanish, and all of those foreign languages.
Yeah.
Then
For sure.
I got to school, 100 level, we did Igbo and we did French, I think for first and second semester, right? And I was like, okay, yes, we did. Igbo is not like, it's not a, it's a language. So yeah, 200 level, we never did any other language. So they teach you things like methodology, semantics, and all of those things you learn in English language. But then linguistics is the study of language, basically.
So not just
So yeah, not just, and I don't, when I tell people I studied linguistics, the first thing they ask me is how many languages can you
Can you
speak? I'm
speak?
like, well, I'm fluent in Igbo and English. So
That's
I
embarrassing.
learned
now everybody knows how to speak
yeah.
now.
So
That's embarrassing.
that's why I said to some extent I agree,
Mm-hmm.
because I did not get any practical knowledge of what I was supposed to have gotten if I went to maybe a different school in a different country.
So you're saying
But
the problem is in Nigeria.
I think so, yes.
It
I
is.
think it is, yes.
It is
Let's
in
call a
Nigeria.
spade a spade. It is
So the educational system in Nigeria is whack.
more than work.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
all the people that are doing matric, they should just throw.
they shouldn't be going to school. It's just waste of time,
I mean,
energy,
maybe for
effort,
people that
money.
do professional courses like
Even
law, medicine,
even
maybe
the
their
professional
experiences are
courses,
different.
even the professional courses, like the opportunities are limited.
Yeah, that's true.
First of all, this whole they say it in Igbo, imamadu, like
Yeah.
knowing people.
Yeah.
What if you don't know people?
You are still a doctor. You have your certificate.
You have that doctor in the name. How are you going to eat? How are you going to get
I mean, it's not
gainful
like the doctor will
employment?
feed you.
Do you
That's
get
true. That's true.
outside there? Like people study and they're like grants, government grants that they can use to possibly open a clinic or something or private practice. You walk through somebody, a renowned doctor, and you go through their clinic or their hospital, and you make contacts, and when you make enough money you can start your own stuff, or you can even work in government medical institutions. You pass through there. But here, like, it's just messed up.
So
Really
nobody
is.
should go to school again. Is that what you are saying?
No, no, no. If you have the opportunity to go to school, I mean, it's not like the degree is entirely useless. It can come in handy. The fact that you are
When?
learned and you went to
When
But
will
please,
it
your
come
own
in
degree,
hand?
what are you using it to do?
I'm not using it to do anything. Doesn't mean that there is no. I know that there are a few of my classmates that are throwing that part. It's
They are
not
learning
for me.
French.
I don't know for them, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
It seems like for you to actually do something with it, you possibly have to, for most courses, degrees, you have to further
For
your
that, yes,
education.
you have to.
Talking
Further,
about
yes.
masters, we're talking about PhD, and that's further time, energy, and money spent.
Yeah.
So are you saying all these children now that went to do matric the other day, they should
You're
just
just wasting time, man.
You know,
Like,
these days employers don't ask you that. They mostly don't ask you what did you study. They ask you what can you do, like what skills do you have. Somebody that studied computer science, for instance, right, can be there studying computer science for years, and somebody else is using that time to learn coding, learning software development, even being like a self-taught developer, and they will get better paying jobs than the person that is in school for 5 6 years studying computer science. So it's just having those skills alone
are
will
you
take you further than your degree can ever even take you.
are you referring to like private institutions, remote jobs? Because we know that
Yeah,
like most, let's say, government or public corporations or companies, they require those degrees. We want
yeah,
to see.
I'm talking about, I mean, remote jobs are like, it's like the future somehow. Like half of the people I know are into remote jobs. Nobody wants to do nine to
So
five
what's the
again.
point
Nobody
of going
wants
to
to.
school to
No,
get the degree when
you
you are going to do the remote job? You ain't gonna use the degree.
Well, at least you have it. It can come in handy, like I said. You never
So
can
I should
tell.
go to school for 5 years to get a
Five
While
certificate.
good
To get
years.
a certificate because it might come in handy.
no, while you are going to school, right? Try to do something else by the side.
But is it easy?
It's not easy. I know
Is
it's
it
not easy, but I don't think I would advise anybody not to go to school if you have the opportunity. Like go and explore, go and come out and see what you can do with.
Let's bring it down to our scenario where we have a lot of students in school whose parents or family are finding it like really hard to
Mhm.
pay tuition.
Hmm.
What do you advise them to do at this time? To go and learn a skill?
Yes, go and learn a skill.
But how will they eat and go to school? Because their parents
Yeah,
are finding it hard to pay tuition. So they have to find money to pay that tuition. What amount of time do they have to learn a skill, get a job, and keep on going to school? You advise them to drop out.
um well, let me first start with gone are the days that like the whole community will come together and they would raise money and
to
send the
train a
kids
child. Yeah.
to go to like UK or maybe a renowned university here in Nigeria, and like once they come out, there are
Mm,
jobs waiting for them.
waiting, yeah.
So there's like almost immediate ROI on what the parents are spending. My problem with Nigeria is that it is a cesspool of limitations. It's not just about the schooling ecosystem, it's all about like life. I mean, we have parents that see some of their kids or all of their kids as like, you know, what's the word? Uh
Investments.
Investments or
Yeah.
future paying tickets. This is my ticket to the good life.
Of
So
course.
mm-mm, let's not go there. So we will suffer, we will do every single thing, borrow, we'll starve, we'll save money to send these kids or this kid to the university, and it's expected of them to come out, get a job, a well
Paying
paying
job.
job, not any kind of job,
Mm-hmm.
which we both know it's,
Pretty hard.
yes, not impossible. A well paying job, and you have to, you know, start paying back almost immediately. Outside the country, they call it black tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black tax, it's real. So you are you as the kid, because I was kind of the kid in that scenario. As a kid, you're already disadvantaged.
Yeah.
You already have a lot of pressure. Like every single day you're hearing it. We are doing this. You need money for feeding, you need money for textbooks, you need money for to fuel freaking gas. You're hearing that, say, say money no day, or this one and that one. You're seeing the struggles, and it's psychologically impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Negative impact, it's not positive.
Yeah.
So like there's this extra burden or pressure on you. There's something my mom used to say, like when before she was okay with like me doing crypto stuff, copywriting and the rest of it. Like that was later when she knew. But before, she used to say that school is very, very jealous. School is like, I don't know, a newly wedded wife. You have to give her or
All
it
your
all your
attention.
attention. Like waking up, sleeping, you are eating school, you're eating books, you're eating
Yeah.
every single thing
Very
like
true.
that is involved with this. So how do you cope? How do you cope without a support system? We're talking about parents who can hardly afford to like pay for the bills and everything. They probably have to borrow. They have to sell like wrappers, all this Hollandia and stuff. Like, you know, I've been in that scenario. I kind of found out at some point that my mom used to like ask people for help to get money for like things that we needed to do, especially schooling stuff, because it's usually big money. You're talking about like school fees of like 100k,
Yeah.
100k plus or 60k or something. I mean, to some people, it's not a lot of money, but
Yeah.
to
For
some
others,
people,
it's
it's the
not.
whole world.
True.
So it's just like that alone, that factor alone would drive me to say, don't go to school. Like, if you're already in school, I'm sorry for you. For
Wait,
real.
even for people that don't find it difficult to pay school
To
fees.
pay school fees.
Yeah, there are
Yes.
people that don't find it that
And it
difficult.
Okay,
gets
let's take it to them, right? Thank you for shifting that focus. What are you doing with your life? What do you want to do with your life?
Answer the question.
Like, it's a rhetoric to
Yeah.
those watching. What do you want to do with your life? Like, do you want to be stuck in a system that inhibits your growth as a human being, both as a human being as and as a or in your career?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to be in a system that places certain placeholders or thresholds for your growth as a person and in your career? You look at the whole system and it's messed up. I'm not here to actually talk about how messed up it is, but
But
more
we
like
already know that.
share my opinion towards schooling here in Nigeria. There's a whole lot of things you can do. And these things have a low barrier of entry.
Yeah.
I mean, when I transitioned, because I was doing copywriting, normal B2B, B2C copywriting for Nigerian foreign brands. Funny enough, I didn't get any clients immediately. So, but when I transitioned to crypto writing, I got my first clients within 2 to 3 weeks
Of you starting.
starting. But I would like to say that the 1 year of not getting clients for normal copywriting it's kind of like it was needed. I mean, I can't shelve that away and say I just got the gig immediately
Immediately, yeah.
Yeah.
because it took
But
1 year
everybody's not
plus,
that lucky.
you know. So, but I know people that like within a month, 2 months of learning a skill, they are well grounded and at least capable enough to offer those skills to clients. It could be a foreign client, it could be a Nigerian client. I mean, how long did it take you to,
Yeah.
start getting the pay?
I would say about 3 months. Yeah, it didn't take me that long. But everybody's not that lucky.
Everybody's
That's
not,
why I said
it's not
I
luck.
was in the right. Let's say I was in the right place at the right time.
Luck is preparation,
Wait.
meeting.
So wait. There
So
was
the other
something
people are
you
not in the
said.
right place at the right
No,
time.
no, 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 no. Hold on. Yeah. Like I'm saying, not
Basbos.
everybody has like that opportunity. Some people go. I know people that I learned with,
Mm,
right? That up till now
You
they're still
haven't.
they
looking for
haven't. They are still like trying to find their way. Not
something
everybody
is wrong.
is.
They're not doing something right.
Well, most likely, or maybe they I don't know. It
I
just
don't I
didn't
don't
happen.
I don't like to believe in luck. I believe we make our own luck. I believe
Mm.
that systems are placed or systems are created and these systems work. It's kind of like your phone, your smartphone. You press it to get certain responses. It's programmed that exact way. And if it does something opposite, you know something is wrong.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
matter how slow your phone is, if it's hanging, it means the processor is processing something higher than it's meant to.
Sorry.
If your phone is like, let's say you're using the latest iPhone, I don't know, 16, is it 17? I'm not sure. 16, yeah.
16, yeah.
Like it still hangs. It's will still hang no matter like the space, the processor, and all of that. Like it just goes to show that no matter the level at which you're at,
Mm-hmm.
like there's still something higher. There's like there's space for limitless growth,
Hmm.
right?
So are you saying those people who are not getting gigs yet, they're not getting clients,
Doing something right.
they are not, in
I'm
fact,
not.
they're not
I'm
even
not to say.
serious.
I'm not to say. I'm not to. I'm not the one to say that because here's a popular saying that I really like to remember in situations like this. Now, person we buy land, they clear bush. If you don't
Hmm.
have a land, where's the bush to clear? Where do you start with?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, to buy a land, you need money,
True.
right? So how do they say it in Igbo? Like, onye zotara ana na atọ ute. You first
Hmm.
have to there's certain
Boy.
things you need to
To
set in
do.
place.
Of
It's
course,
not
of course. It's not sharp sharp.
it's not sharp
Yeah.
sharp, it's not overnight. I mean, look at you like when you started and
Uh,
now
she started in her 300 level.
300 level
Yeah.
and look
Well,
at you.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mhm.
Actually,
And you know the things you did. You slaved, you cried yourself to sleep,
I
you
did actually.
you woke up thinking about this thing,
Think about your
you
life.
were eating product designing, going to classes, Zoom meetings, even possibly there were times when you didn't have data to
Yeah.
join. Maybe you asked for help, like mom, dad, I badly need this. Even if they're not supporting, like I don't care, just give me this. I know what I'm looking for. I'm sorry if you're out there and you don't have like a good support system and all of that. But fuck that. I had zero. I started with nothing. I'm talking nothing. Like, I don't want to go into that.
Yeah.
So here I am. You can do it.
So in conclusion, don't go to school.
Don't go to school and try
That's
to
what
do
you're
something
saying.
with your life.
No,
But
I think you should go to school actually. Go to school and get that degree. Then give
okay.
it to your mommy and your daddy. And
So
do
And
so
after
something else
that,
with your
what's next?
do something
What
else with
about the
your
time you've
well,
life.
I
spent?
mean that's a lot of time
That's a lot of
spent.
4 to 5 years.
So
Yes,
what do
but
you reckon kids in school right now should do? Those who are watching the podcast right now, what do you reckon they should
and
do?
you're already in school.
Yeah, they're already
If
in
you
school.
have the opportunity and you have the time, find something to learn. Learn a
A
digital
big
skill.
if.
Learn, yes, a big if, because it's not every, some people come back from school and they go to help their parents in the shop, right?
Mhm.
So if you have the opportunity to do something else with your time after lectures, you can use 2 hours every day to learn something online.
Could you like recommend some stuff to learn?
I don't want to say go and learn tech because it's like everybody is just
Everybody's
saying go and,
actually
yeah, and everybody, it's not even that everybody is saying go and learn a tech. Today I saw something on Twitter. Somebody said, ladies, stop learning lash, how to fix lashes and go and learn tech. I'm like, there's a beauty industry, there's a tech industry. Everybody must not be in tech. So you can learn lash extension, whatever. You can learn how to braid hair. You can learn how to sew clothes. You can learn tech if that's what you want to do. So it just depends on you. Yeah, there is a lot of things. And now when remote work is like spreading all over the place and there are so many opportunities, there's virtual assistants,
Yeah.
social media management, content creation,
Email
like
marketing.
you can even be
Email
creating content while going to school and you get paid. Some people get paid from that. Yeah,
TikTok pays, I think.
come with me to lectures and all of that.
Get
So
ready with
the
me.
yeah,
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 get
people
ready
get paid serious money
to do
like to
that.
create that. So yeah, so find something and do, but go to school, please.
What
Go to
if
school.
they don't have the resources? We're
Yeah,
talking
they don't
about
have, some of them don't have phones.
mhm, the lash extension, the stuff you have to
You have to buy
learn. You need to pay
products.
for
You know, you
the
have to start
class.
from somewhere.
What if
Like
there's nothing?
you have to start from somewhere. If you want to do something, you will find a way to do it. If you want to do content creation and your camera is bad, start with it. I see people online that create content with their bad camera, and people are like, oh, this person has potential, you just need a good camera. Just start with whatever you have.
And
Like
just dash something on
is
TikTok.
not even, is that first step is the hardest one.
Yeah.
Start first and you see if you will not make progress.
I like what you said. That first step is the hardest one.
Yeah.
Drop out of school. That first step is the hardest one.
Okay.
Take it
Don't
and
drop out of
do
school.
things
Man.
with your life.
Okay. So to conclude this argument, Harvey, if a young person was given an option between going to school, like there's the money to go to school
Mm.
and learn a skill, which would you advise them to choose?
I wish I was that young person.
Yeah.
I wish. I wish I could go back. I mean I think I got admission like 2018, yeah. I finished school 2017 because everyone wants to enter school immediately.
Immediately, yeah.
I wrote jam, I WAEC, the rest of it. I don't even know whether I got admission because the school I went for, I think that's Funai. I didn't really check like
If you wait, you were not even interested in
He
the
was
Are
not
you
admission.
sure?
interested from
I
the
was
get
very
go.
lethargic like about school, you know. I was going to school because my mom wanted me to.
Not because you
You
wanted
wanted
to.
to.
What I wanted to do right from time was make a whole lot of money.
So you take learning a skill.
I would take sitting my ass down, get me a laptop, get me a smartphone. I don't need something high end. Give me data. Let me roam the internet and give me 3 good months, 6 months at most. And if you compare me with my peers, that's the people in school, there'll be no comparison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over to
Do
you,
you know,
please.
I actually cannot counter that because he made he
So
made a whole lot
So
of
are you
sense.
saying the person should? I mean, they are going to
Are you
pay the
changing your
person.
mind?
Do you get? They are going
No,
to pay
I'm
the
not.
person's school fees. They are
Yeah.
going to sort out school fees, lodge rent, textbooks, feeding. So, what do you think this person should choose? Should he go to school or should he learn a skill?
Huh. You know what? I think you should learn a skill.
So, he should not go to
Right?
school again.
No, hold on. Let me finish. I think you should, if you are in such a situation, so it's either this or that, I think you should learn a skill first. And then whenever you are done and you feel like you're in a more stable financial position, you can decide to go to school. Like there are so many other degrees you can get
So
that
you're
doesn't
still team school.
Yes, I'm still team school. Like you need to go to school. Please go to school, children at home.
Change your team now. Come over to this side.
No, no, go to school.
So this is team drop out and this is team go to
So
school.
wait, hold on. So if you in the nearest future you want to have kids, right? And you have kids and you send your kids to school and one of them just comes back and says, Daddy, I don't want to go to school anymore. I'm done with this shit. What would you do?
First off, that's not going to happen because um secondary school is like not that's where it all ends,
Yeah.
right? But after secondary school, we're gonna sit down, sit your ass down, like let's talk. Let's
What do
talk
you want
like
to do?
not what do you want to do. I need to know your interests. I mean, obviously as a parent, I would have an idea. I
Yeah.
would say like their potential in certain given things. It could be sports, it could be like tech, it could be, just research, analytic skills,
Yeah.
like the way their mind works. I would have a better understanding as the parents. So it's more like what can we do that one you'd be fulfilled. You're not going to feel any burnout at the end of the day. Because I take life very seriously. Like I'm a very serious man. Every single day I wake up, I think of like, I mean, I hate Nigeria, first of all, but I think of like, how can I make my life better? How can I
Yeah.
make the people around me, their lives better? How can I be a better man? So automatically, this, in the future, the near future. So I like to think that the things we do now are, they cause ripple effects there on into the future. So they can't just, upend and tell me they want to do this or they want to do that. We're going to sit down and like check, is this really what you want to do? And if you're doing it, you have to. None of my kids are going to be quitters.
Mm.
You don't have that option to quit because I'm not. Quitters are like, I don't know, the runt of society. Those are the ones just waiting for handouts and everything.
But you quit school.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
That's a good counter.
You quit
Yeah, I was
That's
school.
a
going to
good
say that.
counter.
You quit
It
school.
is, let me, because two truths can coexist. Is why
Fair
we
enough.
have paradoxes.
Fair
Mm.
enough.
I believe every single human being is like a walking contradiction,
True.
you know. So it is good to quit, but why are you quitting? What are your reasons for quitting?
Yeah.
And if you're quitting, is it for the good,
Oh, yeah. For just the short
for
time.
just, or because, like, there's a difference between quitting a project or, because, okay, take for instance, I don't work with any kind of clients, and I've quit like working relationships with some clients because it didn't fit, like looking at the near future, it didn't fit where I wanted to be. I wasn't growing. It was all about the money. And this is big money we're talking about. I wasn't growing. I wasn't feeling challenged. Every single day I just wake up, I create like content, I read up, I just lazy around. And at the end of the day, I get like some, well, couple of $100. And that's more than that.
What you did.
Definitely more than $500. So, like it wasn't challenging enough, and I
And
was
you
like,
quit that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You quit 500 bucks.
more than. So it is good to
People
quit.
have money, Sha.
I'm telling you.
No reason. It is good to quit, like sometimes, but don't be a quitter because like it's not
You're
going
tired.
or you're tired.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the distinction I'm trying to make. Like
Mm.
if this isn't working, it's just like, let's say, a toxic relationship.
Mm.
Because you don't want to be a quitter. You don't
You
want to
you
quit.
You,
will be
you,
there.
yeah, you
No,
keep
now
being there. Yeah.
It's been so long. Let me
it's been
just
so long,
See
continue.
to
or we
the
have
end.
kids, or
Yeah,
all
I
this
can't
talk.
leave. I have so much in stake. Yeah,
Mm.
fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So pick your team. Are you team drop out or team go to school?
Please go to school.
All right. Thank you so much for staying with us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Give
Yeah.
us a follow button. Also, share to your friends. Share the good news of the Just a Talk podcast. Don't you like good things? Thank you so much, Harvey. Yeah,
You're welcome.
and thank you, Violence.
Yeah, that's Jessica that I know, everybody.
Yes, her name
Thank
is
you for
not
having
Pete.
me.
I mean, I've never seen someone so wrongly named.
Wow.
This is
Nice
Jess
one.
signing out.